Hello, friends. My name is Jerry, and I'm joined by
Adrian.
And this week, we are going to be listening to Frank Ocean, Blonde.
Classic album at this point. Almost 10 years old.
Really?
Yeah, 2016 is when it came out. What do you know about Frank?
Again, I haven't listened to any of his whole albums, but I've had students who did projects on Frank Ocean in my history class, the contemporary history, and we've listened to music, seen paintings of him done. My daughters have played Frank Ocean on their Spotify playlists as we drive to work, and I've always been very, very impressed by his musicality, his delivery, his soulful sound. I'm really looking forward to listening to a whole album.
Yeah, I haven't listened to this in years front to back. Although I do love this album. I think it's great. I love the dark, moody vibe of this record. You ready?
Yeah, what's the first track called?
Track 1 is Nikes. Like on this track, I love how all the drums they have a delay. And this part's interesting because you have like in the right ear you kind of hear like some orchestral stuff.
And then synths just holding chords.
Yeah, and guitar really soft in the left ear.
Yeah, classical.
Yeah. I think he has such a great way of picking up on these like really small details that are kind of, I don't know, monotonous. But he brings them up.
That's how poetry works, right?
Yeah.
Picking out things that other people don't notice.
For sure.
So there was a whole bunch of time there where my brain was locked into the idea of this being a batty chipmunk because of your chipmunk reference. But then once I got over that, and then it opened up at the end of the song, the bridge with his normal voice. Yeah, it was really interesting. It was really nice.
Again, this is going to be one of the first times where I'm paying close attention to the lyrics. And I've heard this album so many times over the years. I remember listening to that in high school like so much. And I think when I first started like learning how to produce, like that was like a really informative track because I like never really, I heard like him use delay on like on the drum sounds. I was like, man, I gotta try that. So I tried that on like a bunch of stuff. And there's like these like stuttering parts where like it sounds like it's like you're scraping across something, where it's just these like hi-hats that are put like really, really close together. It's programmed. And I was like trying to learn how to do that. I never really did that well, but it was just like, it's one of those things where you hear a song, it's like, oh, I'm gonna try and do it. It's like perfect way to learn, you know?
Totally.
So that was like one of those tracks.
Yeah, I often go to when we've finished a song, like, where would I listen to that? And I hear it's an interesting piece of art, but it's not really jogging. It's not really driving. I mean, it could be driving, actually, on a dark night.
Track 2 is Ivy.
I thought that I was dreaming when you said you loved me.
Oh, you know this one?
The start of nothing.
I never noticed until now that it's like pan left and right, because I think with my AirPods I hear it in the center, but there's one part doing the low plucking thing, and then this, it's so cool.
It almost feels like this.
Yeah.
This is the part I remember.
I never knew what he was saying until now. I wonder if that's him like crashing out. You know, like that after take, doing that vocal take or something. I bet some Frank Ocean fan probably knows.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. The vocals, I loved the way he sang it. I loved the subtle use of falsetto. I loved the emotionality, like the emotion, how that drives the song. As a history guy, it's such a story.
What I love about that song is he's like picking up on like moments in life that seem monotonous, but then in retrospect, they kind of help you remember like a certain time you were at. Because he's talking about, you know, his waves didn't dip back then, or, you know, in the hall of the hotel, which is like kind of these things that are like meaningless at the time they happen, but then later on, they kind of serve as like something that reminds you of like a certain time in your life. You know what I mean?
Oh,
he says that a lot. I really like stuff like that, and he does such a great job of capturing that feeling.
It's nice that you pointed that out. It's often like the mundane stuff that you remember from a date or from a trip or from...
Yeah, really special song in my opinion.
Yeah, it is.
Track 3?
Yeah.
Pink Plus White.
Yeah. It's the same way
That acoustic and like conga combo is lethal.
cannonball off the porch
The guitar reminds me of 07 so much.
I can see that, yeah, for sure.
How many musicians can you think of that are like Frank Ocean?
A lot of people try to be, but that reach it, I don't know.
He's very, very singular in my mind.
Also just so mysterious. Like, he hasn't put out an album since this. He's just off the grid.
Really?
Yeah. And everyone's fiending.
He stops immortality. He doesn't finish the word. That's a pretty cool choice.
Yeah, what do you think of that song?
I love the piano, how the piano was so present in it and the bass was just backing it up. His vocals were great.
That one's like probably one of the least sad songs in terms of feeling on the album, and at least so far. Nike's was kind of dark and moody. Same with Ivy, and this one's like bright, more immediate. Like that could definitely go on like radio. You know, there's like the bright pianos, there's the background vocals at the end. It's just a great pop R&B song, you know.
I thought it sounded kind of sad-ish, but least sad. You're saying.
Yeah, in the scale of sadness, a little closer to the top than the bottom.
Okay.
I think Ivy was like rock bottom, you know.
Truth be told, and to be fair, I've never looked at the lyrics and I've never really listened to the lyrics too carefully. So this is so new for me. So I'm trying to balance between reading what he's saying and catching that and then the music. And there's a lot. So this is another one I'm going to have to listen to over and over again on my drives over the next week before I can speak intelligently about it. But I mean, I will say this. I've enjoyed all of them. The first one was like, I respect it as a piece, but these last two have been good songs.
Track 4 is Be Yourself.
Many college students have gone to college and gotten hooked on drugs. Stop trying to be somebody else. Don't try to be someone else. Be yourself and know that that's good enough.
We just talked about this.
Don't try sluggish,
I love the electric
lazy,
piano.
stupid,
Little
and
pretty, really
unconcerned.
pretty little part
That's
there in the
all
background.
marijuana
It aids the
does
delivery.
to you.
This is Mom.
This is Mom. Unless you're taking it under doctor's
I don't know if it actually is.
control.
It has to be, right?
Then
Well, we just
it's
talked about
regulated.
how he's unlike anyone else.
not-
Every album has their Fitter Happier.
That is a pattern we're noticing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess that's very mom-coded message.
it's true.
Yeah, that's what moms would say.
Yeah, and you won't learn it till you're old enough to be a mom. But it's true, kids.
PSA.
PSA. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Really, what can you say?
Yeah.
The synth and the... Thank you for picking up the synth. That was nice.
Track 5 is Solo.
Hand me a towel, I'm dirty dancing by myself, gone off tabs of that acid. Form me a circle, watch my Jagger.
I love how he follows that PSA from his mom right up with
I just took acid.
Yeah.
We too loud now.
I love those like gospel type chords below.
It's an organ.
Yeah.
He's not listening to his mom.
It's hell on earth and the city's on fire. In hell, there's heaven. There's a bull and a matador
cool.
dueling in the sky. In hell, there's
Such a
heaven.
catchy little part. And like he can sing, man.
But he's so chill about it.
Mm-hmm. And these are like the organ underneath is beautiful. Those changes are phenomenal.
Feels Christmassy.
Really?
But the production is simple, but it's really good. It's like if I make a really good tomato sauce, it's just basil, salt, pepper, a little bit of onion, garlic, and the sauce. You don't need too many things weighing it down. And I feel like with the last couple of tracks, it's simple, it's clean, it's well produced. His voice is really carrying it. That last song, the way he was mic'd was that, his voice was the thing.
Yeah. Very stark as well. Very minimal.
Very minimal, and it starts like that. Like the very first line is boom, he's right there. Like
Yeah.
this was a declaration.
I feel like he was definitely like at a low point making this album.
Inhale in hell, which is, it's a really interesting line. And it also, inhale, it's with an American accent, it sounds like you're saying in hell, or it sounds like you're saying inhale. And then he says in hell, H-E double hockey sticks next. So it's this beautiful inhale in hell.
Still sad.
Super sad.
Yeah.
Hits me hard. It hits you harder than me, I think. This must have been a time in your life.
Yeah, definitely like in high, because I listened to this album a lot in like high school. So this is track 6, Skyline too.
This is joy, this is summer. Keep alive. That's a
That
pretty
beat
long
is
third
so
gear in this car.
quiet.
Gliding on the fire. The deer run across. Kill the headlights.
It's distant.
This is pretty cool.
It's very odd synth.
It's like the classic, like, spooky synth. Alien synth.
Yeah.
On comes the evening.
And again, that electric piano that was in the Mom song.
Peace in my hand, worth twice than a friend.
There's a lot there lyrically that I did not pick up, like the Californication, which is a nod to Chili Peppers, and then the Congo, everything grows in the Congo. I mean, that's been a hotbed for political chaos and turmoil in Africa since the 1800s, so I wonder what he means by that. I want to look it up later. Beautiful song, beautiful music, still simple even though it was complex, but they weren't all overlapping too much. Like, there was room for everything.
Kind of a wandering song, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like going to a variety. It's not super concrete in terms of like structure.
I feel like that's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, interesting tune. It's not, I mean, it's not one of the ones that stood out to me when I was listening to this album a lot a couple of years ago, but I like the music of it a lot. I mean, as like a song, it is kind of wandering. It's kind of all over the place, in my opinion. The production is great again.
I could see that becoming one of my favorites on the album upon a couple more listens, but I'll get back to you in a week or two.
Okay, we got track 7, which is Self-Control.
Poolside convo about your summer last night. Ooh, could I make it shine on the last night? Could we make it in? Do we have time?
Hendrix style guitar.
I'll be the boyfriend. Wish I was there. Wish we'd grown up on the same advice. And
Great
our
line.
time was right.
I missed it, I think.
We can go back.
The guitar reminds me of John Frusciante from the Chili Peppers.
Okay, I can see that.
First was Hendrix, but
It's so pretty. And this vocal,
Chipmunks are back.
but it's like prettier this time.
Tears in your eyes. I came to visit. Cause you see me like a UFO.
So like she doesn't see him.
He's very self-aware. I haven't heard this guitar style in years.
It's so pretty with those strings too. Man.
We gotta leave. Take down some summertime. Give up just a night.
When they all the voices join in and then the lead guitar is following note for note what they're singing in the melody, I just think that's so beautiful. So cool.
That last section is so nice.
Yeah.
That's a really pretty song.
So like just so well thought out.
Seems like he's talking about someone who has since moved on, is with someone else, obviously. He's probably like reconnecting with someone that he used to be with.
I kind of think everybody's been there though. Like you've been at that party or that place where that's happened to you, and I think about it not in my own terms of my own life, but like just that feeling. It's so weird how you can be connected to someone and get along just fine, and then all of a sudden they don't have that light for you anymore, and then you see them and it's like a universe has been closed off to you, or like there's a parallel universe there that you are not invited to, and it's gone. It's such a weird feeling, and I don't think you ever truly get over it. Even though you move on and you have a great life, you still, all those connections that you've lost, it's like weird. It could be like a friend too. Like your literal world has changed. There's fewer rooms you can go in that you used to know. Now you're just somebody that, no, I'm not going to gochie up this thing.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs off the album. That was played to death in high school for me. It was really, really pretty.
You're a Wednesday child, full of woe.
Full of woe.
Like me. We're sad pandas. I get it. Actually, I really got it. Like I got it. He painted a picture that I've experienced and do experience. That's why you connect so much with him on the sad side, because he's really articulating well feelings you've had that you maybe don't articulate as well as Frank Ocean.
It's true. He does do a good job of putting it into words.
I don't know who I was talking to. Oh, one of my students, former students. And we were talking about ignorance, is it better to be really smart and know everything or ignorant and happy? And we had like a good 5-minute talk about it in the hallway. And, you know, there's cases for both sides. And this guy is not ignorant at all. He's feeling all the feelings deeply, and then he's articulating them in a way that only English majors could. Right?
Yeah, it's true. In a way that's digestible that people can connect with.
Because of, like you said earlier, he paints simple pictures that are super relatable, like little things that you remember, like the X6. Oh, that type of BMW we drove.
And like the universal experiences that are not just like, oh, we broke up, that sucks. But it's like these like specific instances that everyone probably has, but is not talked about that much. You know?
The UFO metaphor, like when he said, you look at me like a UFO, I was like, oh, I've been that guy. That's amazing.
Yeah, that is really great.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is track 8, Good Guy.
It's a good guy, he hooked it up. First time
It's a
I
white
done
noise
saw
background. You hear it?
Yeah.
Up here?
You. You text nothing like you look.
That's such a good line. Text nothing.
Is when I realize you talk so much more than I do.
We're back to the Be Yourself piano again.
Yeah, I ain't got bitches no more.
Don't
Now I
do
don't care
drugs.
about
This
bitches
is
like
Mom.
that, my nigga. That
Yep.
shit, Jasmine fucking wrecked my heart. I don't even know how to feel about bitches.
More of an interlude.
Yeah.
But again, it seems like the arsenal on this album is the organ, the guitar, with that specific like chorus tremolo tone,
Yeah.
like electric piano. Those are like the main players. That was a great line though. You text nothing like you look.
I want to use that so badly. Like, that's genius.
Yeah, it's so applicable.
It's never been said because we don't talk on the phone anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I've had it where I talk to someone on the phone and I'm picturing, oh yeah, you look at me, what? That's not what you look like on the phone. But text, I've never heard that. That's fun. Thanks, Frank Ocean.
We got track 9, Nights.
Round your city, round the clock. Everybody needs you. No, you can't make everybody equal.
There is the hip hop percussion going on. I don't know what is it, shaker? What is it?
I think it's a hi-hat. There's just some ones that are like reversed or something. That Nirvana line. The only place you're gonna see them is if you're dead, I guess.
Wow. I thought he meant Nirvana as in the Buddhist principle of enlightenment.
Oh, I guess that could be it too.
Probably not. Is he a single parent?
I don't know. I mean, he seems to be alluding to that a lot
Yeah.
throughout. I don't know a lot of the background for the album. I've just listened to it.
Could be vicarious too.
Yeah.
This is very heavy metal guitars. Iron Maiden or something. He's not afraid of the guitar licks. Like, they're happening in all different formats. The slapping, the tremolo, the leads. Now you get the hip hop drumming.
That beat switch is...
I shut up for it. Did you notice that?
Working on a way to make it out of Texas every night. Dropping baby up at home for my night shit. Yeah. You know I can hear none of that. Spend the night shit. My yard shit. Wanna see Nirvana.
The piano in the background is really pretty too.
Thanks for bringing me back. Yeah, I thought that was a pretty great song, musically, lyrically.
The beat switch is pretty crazy.
I thought it was a different song
Yeah, it's pretty stark contrast for sure.
because it was rapping, right? And it was getting quieter. So I'm like, hey, I want to talk about guitar now. And then I saw your face. I'm like, oh, dang, something's happening soon. I better be quiet. Then the beat switched, and then I talked again. Forgiveness, please.
But that's like one of the more upbeat ones in the first half, at least. You know,
Yeah.
on the whole record.
Talking about Katrina, the 2005 hurricane, anybody who can shout out an 88 Acura Legend knows a lot. That's a really special, cool car that actually most people would just look past it, but it's a dope car. I would never think to write like that.
Yeah.
Drove my, like, talking about driving my 89 Mustang. Like, I would never think to, but I would say it dumb. He does it. He just, it's inserted in there, so it's seamless. It's part of the flow.
All right, so for snack time today, got Reese sticks. It's like wafer version of Reese's. right?
I think so. I've never had them before. I find with the Reese's Pieces, it's a perfect peanut butter chocolate to the shell ratio, whereas the peanut butter cup, there's not enough chocolate for the peanut butter.
Like I would have this over Kit Kat.
No, Kit Kat is like one of my top favorite bars.
Oh, Henry?
No. Oh, Henry makes me mad. Like if I would get an Oh Henry, I feel like I felt cheated. But
Why?
but Mr. Big has a wafer in the middle. It's
Oh,
better.
Mr. Big is really good. I forgot about Mr. Big.
Oh, Henry's, I don't know, just the caramel in the middle feels like no one cares. They just took a piece of caramel and slapped it on some nuts and dipped it in chocolate. And here's your stupid candy bar.
Yeah, it does feel like a low effort
Yeah, yes.
candy bar for sure. Chocolate bar.
It's a piece of crap.
Yeah.
Literally, in the movie Caddyshack, they threw an O. Henry in the pool to mimic a piece of crap, and then they had to drain the whole pool out. It's a practical joke. All right?
Track 10, solo reprise.
So now I'm solo that I can see under the skirt of an ant. Solo that I don't get high no more when I Geronimo, I just go hand. Solo my cup is a rojo, my cholo, my friend. Solo that I can admit. When I hear that another kid is shot by the popo, it ain't an event. No more solo that no more high horses so hard to wear polo. When I do, I cut the pony off. Now there's a hole that once was a logo. I'ma come close to an end. After 20 years in,
Really
I'm so
lovely
naive, I
piano.
was under the
And
impression
he's a
that everyone
great
wrote their
voice.
own verses. It's coming back different, and yeah, that shit hurts me. I'm humming and whistling to those not deserving. I stumbled and lived every word. Was I working just way too hard?
Brilliant. Yeah. He does a reference of solo on rojo. He sings red in Spanish, solo cup.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
And that piano, you know James Blake?
Yeah.
That piano was him.
Oh, so much energy to the lines, to the lyrics, and then so low energy to the music in the background, like so chill.
Yeah.
It was just a nice contrast.
Yeah, you would think there'd be some like super hard hitting drums or something, but no, it's just some like kind of sparse, but lots of movement in the piano as well. We got track 11, Pretty Sweet.
To the edge I race, to the end I make it. All the risk I take it. Head bang with my four friends, we pour a taste off for the dead. This is the blood, the body, the life right now.
Really all over the place, this track. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
Love these drums though.
The bass is really lovely.
The bass is great.
It's filling all the spaces in the low end. This feels like a very therapeutic album. Like he's getting a lot of stuff off his chest at like some midpoint in his life or something.
That song, like I'm not the craziest about. Again, it's just like a cool song in terms of production. There's a lot going on there. Really hectic start, and then you have some nice guitar. And that breakbeat drum part was really cool, but there's not a ton of meat to the song itself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's just trying a bunch of stuff. That's why I called it like therapeutic. It almost felt like just getting some stuff out there.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I want to try this, I want to try this. Let's just throw it all together in one song.
Yeah.
There's like a children's choir at the end too. We are on track 12, Facebook Story.
Who talks about Facebook anymore?
I don't want it because I was like in front of her.
Same
and
piano
she
part
told
again.
Me, like accept me on Facebook. It was virtual, means no sense. So I said, I'm in front of you. I don't need to accept you on Facebook.
I don't mean to make too big a point of it, but that was a really cool interlude.
That was.
I don't often think of how digital stuff propels us, changes the dynamic of our relationships in such a way. There are some people that make requests, and I'm just like, no, I don't want to add them. I see them, I don't want them here too. But I hope I'm not hurting them.
The whole social media and digital thing has added a lot of complications to those types of relationships for sure.
I remember my first girlfriend when the email came out. So we would email each other back and forth, but we had all this time to think about what we were going to write. So I would write to her, and I would make sure it was all good, and I would edit it, like send. And then she would write to me. And it was like we had this digital relationship, and then when we were together, it was not like that at all. Like she couldn't communicate clearly to me. She would do and say these weird things. I was like, this is nothing like the person that wrote me last night. And that I think undid us. Just the inability to communicate in real life like we did. Like I totally got her digitally, but I did not understand her in the moment.
Don't text like you look.
Circle back. That was tight.
Track 13,
Okay.
Close to You.
The Carpenters sang a song called Close to You.
R.I.P. Karen.
Karen Carpenter. That's cool.
But you could have held my hand through this, baby.
It's pretty some wild drum beats.
Yeah.
But that line is from Karen Carpenter.
Close to you?
Just like me, they long to be close to you. Why do birds suddenly appear?
Is it a sample?
Anytime you are near. That's her song. But his is more melancholy. His is like, it's over song. Hers is like, this is how I feel now song. Like, it's weird that he did that. It's not weird, but he had some reason and it's strong. This is like the OK Computer for sad breakups. but more. He gives like, contextualizes the loss so much. Like he's explaining why it's so hard to love now.
This is 14, White Ferrari.
Oh, I know this one.
Bad luck to talk on these rides. That was my part of the deal. Honest,
That's so sad.
we got so familiar. Spending each day of the year, white Ferrari. One too many years, some tattooed eyelids on a facelift. Mind over matter is magic. I do magic. I'm sure we're taller in another dimension. You say we're small and not worth the mention.
His ability to paint a picture, but also to like, I don't know, you feel with him and you almost feel like you know. You're not listening to a song, you know something now. There's something powerful about how you're once connected to someone and now it's all about connectivity on with our culture and our digital age. And you're once connected to someone and then that just stops, which is the opposite of what we're doing with everybody else, which is connecting, having all these little mini relationships on Facebook, Instagram, all that. I don't know. It almost feels like there's a contrast between like this, the loss of connection and the reconnection of all humanity.
That end just kind of feels like a lullaby, sort of like almost like it's like recalling one of those like conversations you have with partner or something. That's just like when everything's great. I don't know. It's one of those scenes like a flashback with in a movie where you have like the good times and you're just like, oh, in another dimension would we be small, giggles? No, we'd be like those types of conversations that are so monotonous at the time. But again, like he does it again. It's like it's importance in hindsight. I love that track. That's one of my favorites on the album, I think.
Yeah, I've heard that one a number of times. There's something warm about the way he sings it too, like White Ferrari. I don't know. It's not as cold as when it gets to the end, and it's nostalgic, but not sad nostalgic. He's talking about warm times.
Track 15, Siegfried.
Super pretty.
The guitar hasn't missed at all.
I'm not brave.
That bass is muffled.
Idea from another man's mind.
And would you call that guitar watery? Like a McGee?
Yeah, it's like watery, distant, super far away.
Yeah.
Place with some nice views. Maybe I should move.
Again, he's talking about like a universal experience. People, the constant thing, it's like, man, should I finally just
I'm not brave.
figure it out, settle down, you know?
I'd rather live outside. Farewell to a friend. It's just a fun.
Now you're getting like the movie strings,
This is not my life.
Yeah.
orchestral.
Just a fun farewell to a friend. It's not.
Does anyone know what happened to him?
I don't know the lore. I'm curious.
Yeah. Whatever it is, it's consumed this entire album. Hard to tell Like if he turned his back on something or something turned his back on him, or I don't know. But he, like a UFO, was in the dark. And I mean, the cover, just covering his face. I think there's something going on.
I'm just reading the credits there.
Yeah.
Elliott Smith is credited as a writer.
Oh.
So maybe there's like an interpolation or something, or a sample, I don't know. And Bob Mondelich, which Rostam from Vampire Weekend.
Oh.
Which I never knew was on Blonde, so that's cool.
Last time you mentioned Vampire Weekend, I was like, I know one of their songs really well. It's Hannah Hunt.
Oh, that's such a good song. That's another really sad, dark, eerie song.
Yep. I'm totally putting AirPods in and walking the dogs for an hour and listening to this album again. Probably tomorrow.
This is like, I think, like a dusk, you know?
Yeah.
Or night, something like that.
In the dark.
Yeah. Okay, this is track 16, Godspeed.
I love when he sings like this. That just
How
pushes
I
it.
do let go of a prayer for you.
And the organ's back. So
Just
good.
a sweet word. The table is prepared for you.
Very gospel.
Yeah, huge.
When he pushes his voice, it hits the pocket so well. It's just perfect.
Still, I'll always be there for you. How I do. I let go of my claim on you. It's a free world.
I think maybe he's coming to terms with letting this person go.
You look down on where you came from.
It sounds like it in the tone.
Sometimes.
I'll let go of my claim on you.
But you'll have this place to call on.
But even he feels like he's facing it and it's bright the way he's singing it.
Yeah.
He's very present. Wow.
Pretty song. I love the organ, like you were saying. I love the gospel feel of that one.
Yeah. He felt very, I don't know, he felt confident and honest and like less sad. Like White Ferrari, his voice was very subdued. White Ferrari. But here he was pushing it. He was really projecting.
Mm-hmm.
It almost felt like he was declaring, I don't know.
No, yeah, I think he was declaring that, you know, he's okay with what happened and he's coming to terms with it. He's accepting it.
Easier to talk to in therapy after that song than after the song before.
Yeah.
Less worried about him after that song.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
That one felt like a closer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It has that feeling of that being like the final song.
Yeah, my brain's wondering what's next.
Track 17 is Futura Free.
Weird drum kit. It's hollow.
Mm-hmm.
Piano over synth.
Play these songs, it's the repeat, mama. They paying me, mama. I should be paying them. I should be paying y'all honest.
This is a long, winding tune.
It's kind of how it started.
Still got like 4 minutes left in this song.
Wow.
I haven't listened to this song since like before 2020.
Makes sense. Did it pause?
No, there's like 4 minutes left.
But there's nothing happening.
What do you do?
Again with that piano.
Yeah.
This is such a great riff.
It is a great riff.
I do like how it's like a bookend and it's kind of showed up throughout the track list. It's kind of cool. It's a nice touch.
First memory? The first word I learned to say.
I wonder where this recording is from.
Feels like a yearbook thing. You know, you're at high school and you're filming your friends.
Yeah.
And aren't these synths just kind of like passage of time music just to show something's happening? Oh, that's what it feels
Always
like to
under
me.
people talking. Thoughts.
Okay. So there's like this annoying, loud, gray, white noise in the background through the whole last part of it. It was confusing to me. Like the whole album except for the first track, the whole album was pretty nice. Like the first track was like similar to this and kind of like, it's a bit jarring. It's a bit like, what am I getting myself into? I didn't know. It wasn't really a good intro for what was coming.
Right.
But it was a good intro for this finale. So I gave it the benefit of the doubt because I'd liked so many of the things that I had heard so far. But yeah, that was long and drawn out and like an art piece, like a modern creative art piece. That,
sound collage or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You?
I could leave that song if I'm being honest. I think Godspeed would have been a better closer for the album. It feels like there's a more sense of like finality to it. But I do like how at the end he like ties it together with the same keyboard part from the past songs. And I like how he only brings that part in when people are talking. It's like he's collecting these like snippets of people talking about their life.
Yeah.
But it's like an interesting touch. But I mean, I do feel like it's drawn out. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that track.
I wonder though, like he's been kind of revealing himself to his audience through this album, I think, right? What he's going through and then how he's feeling better. And then you've got this hopeful thing. And then this song comes. And this song is almost like, oh, maybe he's not okay.
Yeah.
So I wonder if this is an intentional way of saying, yeah, you're not going to get me. I'm almost 50. So actually, by the time I got to the end of the song, I had no idea what had happened in the beginning. Yeah. So then in terms of rating the whole album as a listenable thing, there's some real gems in there. But I always look at the whole album. So I'm going to say B+. Because like White Ferrari, that was incredible. And I can't remember all the names. Nights. Really love that. But the first and last track were like, okay, it's an experimental art piece. So for a listenable album, I give it a B+.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm torn because like the thing about this album is like I've always said this like to my friends and like throughout the whole time I've like had with this album, like there are a lot of really, really great songs. Like, I mean, I like I like Nikes. I think like you have Nikes, you have Self Control, Ivy, Pink and White.
Yeah.
Solo, Reprise, White Ferrari. Like there's a lot of really great songs and there's like some songs throughout the track list that are like the interludes are cool, but there's like some even other ones are just short. Like, do they really serve that much of a purpose in the track list? Like I feel like there's some fat on this album for sure.
That Facebook one was really necessary.
Yeah, I like the interlude with his mom and the Facebook story one.
Yeah.
Like those are nice touches. Like I don't know, there's like a couple songs that are just like they're there. Would I really listen to them? No. Does it bloat the track list a little bit? Yes. Does this last track bloat the track list? Definitely. I think Godspeed is a better closer. But the highs are so high. Like I think those songs are like generational songs. But it's weighed down by some of those songs that are like, I don't want to say forgettable because the production is great, but just like in terms of like, you're kind of waiting to get through those to get to like the main meat of the album, which is those standout tracks. You know what I mean?
I do. And then at the beginning, now my brain remembered at the beginning of that song, he's talking about he should be paying us because this is like therapy. He hasn't had a job since 2009. By the end of the album, I'm like, yeah, this was therapy for you. And yeah,
sure.
You should be paying me for listening to that last song. Not a lot, but a little.
Yeah.
That's, for me, a perfect album. Every track flows into the other, and they deserve to be there. I have a painted version of this album on my wall in my classroom.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of rating, I would probably go like A- because I think the highs of this album are like some of the highest you get, period.
Yeah.
Just in terms of like songs, but there's just some forgettable moments that, especially the last track, like I just think Godspeed is a better ending, and there's some songs that are just like meh.
Yeah, I'll go B+ because it was pretty special.
Yeah, I'm going A-, but I love Blonde, but I'm sure some people share the same sentiment as what we've been saying, but if not, that's okay.
Yeah, we're here to hear it. Thank you so much for joining us this week.
Yes, thank you. Until next time.
Have a great week.
See ya.